Okay. I was supposed to be here a long time ago. Okay. Well, you know what? Thank God I'm here now. Alright, let's put a little lipstick on. Snoopy, what are you doing? Namaste. Okay, this is a reading for Edie, and it's going to be unorganized, but in the end it'll be organized, okay? Like I'm starting without even my cards, okay? Get out of there. Get out. Go. Go. Go back. Go back. Alright, let me get my dog out of here. Go. Get my new cards. I'm coming. I'm coming. Don't worry. Coming. A thousand trillion apologies. I had new cards. I went to do your reading. This reading is for Edie. I apologize because I went to do this reading a couple of days ago and it just didn't happen. And I went to go to the nail shop and pick up my husband a Father's Day present, right? I never got into the nail shop, as you could see, okay? Because there was a lot of emotional things happening. So I was writing notes in my car, and then I decided instead of going to the nail shop, I'll just go to Hobby Lobby and get what I need from my husband and also some kind of art supply. And then I had to go food shopping after that. So I had the cards and they're still there in the car. But don't ever think I don't. I have cards here, cards over there. Okay. So we have, it's just that I have these new angel cards, but I could always do them another time or tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. Tomorrow's Father's Day. Okay, anyhow, so let's start. I'm open and receptive to receiving any kind of energy. I think I got some information today when I was in my car, because when I'm in my car, that's why I like to do readings there, because nobody bothers me and I'm totally in the zone. You know, I'm in park, so don't think. But I'm open and receptive to receiving any messages for Edie and her spirit guides. Thank you, dear God. This reading is encompassed by love, I'm gonna light my candle. I'm gonna try to light my candle. And I am lighting my Palo Santo a little bit late, but my husband understands because he kept saying, when are you doing your reading? I'm a very bad procrastinator, and I'm very sorry about that. But it was an emotional day. I broke a cup. I spilled coffee all over the place. Then I tried to make pancakes to make up for the morning, and it went from there. So when I was first tapping into your energy, and Archangel Michael, please be here for this whole reading. I'm open and receptive. Please protect this reading and anybody who watches it. Thank you. Okay. So when I was first trying to tap into your energy, I was trying to tap into any messages from, and I'm doing this all backwards. A lot of times I read my notes first. A lot of times I do cards first, but I'm just led to do this backwards, so, which is really forwards. Okay. Confused? I'm confused too. Okay. Anyway, so I did see, and I'm open and receptive to receiving messages for your people over in heaven. Okay? Now, I do give the names. I do say the names quickly. I have a piece of paper from when you mailed me. Then I have the notes that you gave me on my phone in a text. But sometimes they don't like when you call out specific names, like an aunt or my cousin third removed or this or that. They just like you to say, is there any messages for Edie? Is there any messages, from anybody over there? Okay. I could suggest, but I did hear mom and dad. They said, why don't you focus on mom and dad this time? They also said Linda, very clear as day, Linda, because I don't know any Lindas myself. And I think Linda is your cousin. And they also said, where is the paper? Yeah, we have a crazy show. We have a weird show going on over here. Is this thing running? Yes, it is. Okay. So they said mom and dad, ask for mom and dad. They said cowboy hat. Who wears the cowboy hat and boots? Well, who's interested? Who would you know by a cowboy hat and boots? Okay. And then they said red. I don't know if that's a person or that's a hint. And Linda. Okay. So I didn't do the card yet, but I just let myself be open to any messages. They said watch your health-wise, watch your intake of food. Make sure you're getting enough protein, and actually count your protein. Count how much protein you're getting in, because that could be why sometimes you feel weak, or sometimes maybe your sugar drops too low. You have to actually remind yourself to eat, or remind yourself to have a snack a couple times a day. And it could be healthy snacks, and then maybe one snack could be a little chocolate or whatever you like. But they're saying definitely increase your energy if you've been having an issue with your energy and your muscle mass, muscle tone. To increase your food, maybe have 6 small meals a day. Actually push yourself if you're not eating enough. And for digestion, having issues with the digestion is the solar plexus. So yellow is the solar plexus, but for some reason I'm holding this, and that has to do with your throat chakra, but I wanted to hold this. So digestion and your throat chakra, so solar plexus, which is yellow foods, anything to do with speaking up for yourself and your opinion, but be careful that it's not too much ego. Be aware of listening to others, but also communicating what you want to say. Solar plexus and throat chakra, so we have a need for more yellow and blue. Okay. What else does mom and dad want to say? And I did hear Bill. Let me write down Bill too. Bill. What else does Bill and mom and dad want to say? I'm going to shuffle. I'm sorry about the noise, but I won't be listening to it the whole time. It's just a little bit for third eye opening. What does Edie's mom and dad, Bill, Linda, any of her spirit guides want to communicate to her? You have to be reminded to take a rest or to drink water, electrolytes, have a little snack. Do you have to be reminded to eat? Because they're showing me don't forget to eat. Don't forget to eat. Don't forget to drink. Drink your water or drink your Gatorade. Somebody's saying that. I heard that beforehand too. I knew it wasn't for me because I never forget to eat and drink. I just heard Harry too. Harry, Harry. When I said that, I got like a little beeping in this eye. Okay. I might have to use my book on this one because they said pay attention to these messages from heaven, and I usually don't. I mean, I pay attention to it, but I usually don't use the book, but they told me to use the book this time because for extra message, just so that it's brought across to you deeper. Okay. So the first one that we got was we have fun and you too must enjoy yourself. Oh, I like that. And they're showing a beach. So all the people that you're trying to contact, but especially mom and dad is who I heard their name being called. I heard Linda and Red. Isn't that funny that this is red? Is that an umbrella? Yeah, that's an umbrella. But I got Red and Linda. Okay, it's right here. But anyhow, they're telling you they're worried about you not eating enough, or maybe smaller meals, but maybe 6 times a day, 3 small little meals during the day and a couple of snacks to keep your energy up but increase your protein. They're trying to help you to build your muscles up or yeah. And then I also did see something like with your arm. I said, was it your leg? And they said, well, the same thing could happen on your leg. Are you getting a lot of bruises on your leg and you're very thin? Your skin is like paper. So they're saying make sure you talk to the doctor about that. Maybe there's a cream. Definitely wear sleeves. Try not to wear shorts even if it's hot, because you want to have another layer to your skin. So if you get hurt, if you get a bruise, you won't get as bad a bruise if you have some kind of shirt, sleeve on, and pants on. Okay, I know that was random, that was weird, but they showed me that, like, very thin, like maybe you're getting like bruises, and your skin is thin. We have fun, and you must enjoy yourself too. They want you to have more fun. Okay, I'll use the book, but first, that one is self-explanatory. And now this one is another red one. And red is also good for the red root chakra. This is tune into the rhythm of nature. Let us connect together there. Tune into the rhythm of nature and let us connect together there. Okay. I even have my glasses over here. And then we have, okay, so something to show me something with a garden, or if you don't have a green thumb, then go out and buy a plant. And the plant has to have, it could be green like my shirt, right? But it has to have some red in it, because that's going to help you. Go out and plant. Oh, this is so weird. See how the cards never lie? Go out and plant new life seeds. Sow for your future. Okay. I had to turn that to a different one. Okay. Go out and plant new life seeds. Sow for your future. Look at this. And let me just see about this one. Where's my glasses? $23. I mean, it's self-explanatory, but I just want to make sure I have all the information that I'm giving to you. Go out and plant new life seeds, sow for your future. If you want the future to be different, then you have to act in a different way. Even if you want more of the same, you need to invest energy in what is to come. Whatever you give out will come back to you threefold, right? The person you work on today is the person that you become tomorrow. Your loved ones remind you. These are my heaven cards. These are, see, messages from heaven. Okay? I usually use the other ones, but they're in the car. Okay? So, because I thought it was going to happen there. So, the person you work on today is the person you become tomorrow. Your loved ones remind you, study, learn, grow, create your future with the work that you put in today. And we are here to help you. There's something that you want to get done, and you feel like your health is in your way, or maybe your husband, or maybe somebody is telling you, no, you can't do that, because you're this age, or you're that age, or you just can't do that anymore, you're retired. No, if there's something that you want to do, you just have to go out and you have to put your mind to it, and you have to ask for help so that you can get it done. Okay? It might be a couple of phone calls, but it might most likely ask your angels, ask the people in heaven. Your mom and dad are reaching out to you. Linda's reaching out to you. Somebody named Harry is reaching out to you. Somebody named Bill, and also, yeah, I didn't really hear that much from Bill, but he's cool. He's like, I've been cool. I've been good for a long time. And yeah, they are like your cheerleaders. They want you to go after the things that you want to do, things that you want to create as well. Yeah, so go out and plant those new life seeds and sow your future. Study, learn, grow, create your future with the work that you put in today. We are here to help you. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Then the next one we got is a very nice one. I love to get this. And meanwhile, there's been a beach scene. So you might need to get to the beach. Because the first one I put out was a beach. And now this one is a beach too. But this one says, put on your dancing shoes or walk along the beach. We encourage you to move. Yes. Like, even if there's a leg problem or a back problem, a lower back problem, and if it's really too hot outside, like in Texas, we were at 111 the other day, but we still went to our thing. We took a Uber. Okay, we went to the theater, because inside the theater it was nice and cool. But what they're trying to tell you is, if there's something that you want to do, get out and walk. And as you're walking, even if you have to stay in the air conditioning, or you go to the mall to walk, or you go into the gym, or wherever it is that you go where there's air conditioning, just so that you can walk back and forth. Okay, and the easiest way to do it, because I'm in Texas, so I always tell this to Devin, just walk in the house back and forth, and you'll see that, you build up your energy, or you build up, you feel much better than when you're sitting down. Because I'll spend a lot of hours sitting doing my readings, and then I'm like, oh, why am I so depressed? Because I didn't walk. So then I get on my exercise vibration plate and I feel better. Or I'll just walk back and forth in the house and I feel better. Like, the ultimate thing for me is to walk outside, but now it's too late. It's nighttime. But I was walking in the store today. I was walking in 2 different stores, so I'm nice and tired. Is that something in my hair or another gray hair? Okay. So put on your dancing shoes or walk along the beach. We encourage you to move. And I don't need to look at the book for that one. Then we got this one. Okay. Seek professional help if you need to. All will be well. Now I'm going to read about this one. 18. Right now we're listening to Heal Your Chakras. And as you can see, and when I look at that, I see the yellow one. It jumps out at me. So that's the solar plexus. So I'm going to tell you, eat more bananas, lemons, put lemon in your water, make lemonade, have lemonade, squash that's yellow, more yellow fruits and vegetables, pears, wear more yellow colors, paint something yellow, bananas, I already said that. Solar plexus is like having your ego, but when we hold back, we'll get like stomach aches or digestive problems. Or if we're too anxious and we're holding in too much, we'll get digestive problems. So more healing of your solar plexus will help that. Okay, so let's see what this is. You are unsure of your current situation. Why not seek extra information or get an expert to give you their opinion? No one knows the answers to every question, not even you. You're young at heart. You're a very young soul. Like, in other words, you don't like to really hang out with the people that are your own age. Like, you do well with people like in their 30s, 40s, even 50s, like, and even younger than that. And that just shows me, like, there's so many things that you want to do that they're doing. So you're staying young at heart. But this is saying that maybe you need to get an assist. Maybe you need to talk this over with somebody. So why not seek extra information or get an expert to give you their opinion? No one knows the answers to every question, not even you. Your loved ones want you, loved ones in heaven, and your spirit guides want you to know, will support you by helping to bring the right person to assist you. Who's Peter? I just heard Pete or Peter. Explore various options before you decide. Okay? So, all this is saying, and again, a beach scene, this is the third beach card I'm getting for you, that whether you talk to a counselor, a doctor, your physician, about different things that you might have issues with, you're going to get answers. That your team in heaven are helping you too. Like, they help me every day too. Sometimes I don't feel it, so I cry because I'm a big crybaby. Okay, but then I get that angst out, and I'll either talk it over with Devin or my friend. But I know something will happen, and then I'll know, oh, there's my sister Christine trying to help me, or there's my mom, trying to get me a message, or there's my nephew Sean trying to give me a message. So talk to them. Say, what should I do in this situation? What career should I focus on? Should I try to get that business that I always wanted to have? Should I try to just continue doing what I love to do? And they'll make things evident for you. You might not see it the next day. Maybe you don't see it in 3 days. But then the next week, you'll get a phone call about something. Or you'll go to a workshop. Or you'll go to a class. And or you'll meet somebody that says, oh, you know what I always wanted to do? I always wanted to have a business doing such and such. Okay? And so you'll be like, thank you, angels. Thank you, Mom and Dad. I know you're watching over me. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Bill. Yeah, you got a lot of people. But the cowboy hat and boots, that's a nice message. Yeah, so this one is encouraging you. Seek help if you need to, and all will be well. Let's say that again. All will be well. All will be well in your world, like Louise Hay always says. It said two more. Where did I put them? Over here? Yes. Messages for Edie. Messages for Edie. 2 more messages, please, dear God, and spirit guides of Edie and my spirit guides. I'm open and receptive to giving messages to Edie. Thank you. I'm smiling because it's another beach. Okay. Are you going to a beach resort, girl, and you forgot to tell me? All right, please bring me. Okay. All right, so we got another beach. You are a star. And you feel it, and you want to be treated as such, and you should be treated as such. You are a star. Step into the spotlight where you belong. Okay? There's something that you want to do that helps people, and it also helps you. It helps yourself at the same time. Your invitation is strong. We are reaching out to help. I'm sorry. Your intuition is strong. We are reaching out to help. Again, by the water. So I know you're an earth sign, right? I'm pretty sure that you're Taurus. But yet, I'm getting a lot of beach vibes. I'm getting a lot of water. Why? Because water is really healing, and water is also intuitive. Even if you can't get near water, right? Say you don't have a pool or jacuzzi, or you don't have access to the beach or a pond, what you need to do, this is, something I've done too, is get in the shower or run the water. Run the water in the sink and just stare at it, because water is a conduit to your intuition. Okay, so your intuition is strong. We are reaching out to help. Okay, and they just told me not to read on that one, because that's what I've been trying to tell you, that your guides and people who are in heaven, who passed away. Oh, there's my 2 wolves. Okay, I'm right in front of my wolves. Okay, your people who passed away are always there to help you, but if you're not open and receptive to receive, but they're just also, they kind of know what you want and what you're yearning for. Okay, so number 4. So you're a star. Step into the spotlight where you belong. It's your time to shine. Now it's your time. You have earned the recognition for the efforts you have put in. Your loved ones are saying, we are proud of you for everything you have achieved. Well done. Oh, that's beautiful. The spotlight is where you belong. The spotlight is where you belong. Yeah, so do the thing with the shower. I'll sage these cards afterwards. Do the thing with the shower, because that is really helpful. Or just run the water in the sink and you stare at it, and you might be like, well, I'm wasting water. No. Something is happening. Even just wash your hands and look at the water coming down, because water is healing. And by getting all those water cards means that you need to be around more water. Okay. Let me just put this up here. Okay. All right. Let's see what's going on with the old angel cards. Okay. What's coming up? What does Edie need to know? These are angel tarot cards. So some people get afraid of tarot cards and like, that's scary, that's like the devil. Well, how could they be like the devil if they're angels? Okay. Just give me a few. What does Edie need to know? Taurus. They said do 8. Okay, so I do 8. This one's sticking out. One more for Edie. Thank you. Okay, so This is like the second or third time my left eye has been like pulsating. So I'm wondering if you have that, if that happens to you, or it could be a message that's trying to come out. When I first put down, like, the first 2 cards was support. Ironically, support. So the other angel cards was saying you need to reach out for support, get the support that you need to accomplish a few things that you want to do. Okay? And look at that. So beautiful. It's the 6 of Cups. Whenever cups come, they represent the water signs. So, like, I don't know if you have a lot of water signs around you, but water signs are Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. Okay? They also represent creativity, friendship, love. Okay? And sometimes it could represent a little bit jiggling the old Jesus juice over here. Okay? But in this case, it's showing you giving support to others and you having a very strong knack for that, like in terms of your job, career, business that you want to do. You should still be doing that, but also accept support, accept healing as well. Okay, so I think the last time I did a reading for you, I said, do you, I know you are a massage therapist, I believe, but did you ever get a Reiki healing where they tell you which chakra is out of line and how to get it back in? And if you're in that business, I'm sure you've come across that. I would suggest it again, like getting it like once a month or once every 2 months, and then also massage therapy, reflexology with the feet, or even just getting a pedicure. It's so healing. But I couldn't get myself to get in out of the car and go in today, because when I'm having like a panic attack or something, my mind is running, I don't want anybody touching my hands. I can't sit there like this. My hand would go like that. So that's why I have this. But yeah, I feel like self-care, you need some self-care, and the stuff that you do. Okay, this is the message coming in. Edie, you need to let somebody do the stuff that you do. You need them to do that to you. So, for example, you're in the massage therapist industry, or you that's what you used to do or still do it. You need somebody to do that to you too. You need to get healed that way too, because that'll just make you stronger, and that makes the connections go out there. So support, 6 of Cups, and that's so beautiful with those the blue wings represent the throat chakra. So sticking up for yourself, speaking up and expressing. Archangel Gabriel is the color blue under the throat chakra, speaking up for yourself. The thyroid, the thymus, that's what that area means. And I know I go too much into it, but I totally believe in color therapy. And like when I'm feeling tired or not motivated, I think to myself, what color do I need to wear? What color do I need to eat? You know, what should I be drinking? The 3 of Swords. So you got the 6 of Cups and now the 3 of Swords, which is heartache. Is there something you're upset about? Is there something that is giving you a heartache that you have been upset about for a long time? Somebody just said 40 years. Are you upset about? They just told me to write it down. I have to write that down. 40 years. What is your heartache? Did it happen 40 years ago? Something 40 years. Okay. When anybody gets this card, and I've gotten this card myself, I say, what is it that broke your heart or made you angry and caused you a heartbreak that you kind of wanted to cut that part of you off so that you don't have to feel that pain, okay? Because when we deal with it, that's the only way to get over it. We're not going to just fly over it or fly under it. We're going to have to get through it, okay? So getting through that pain is feeling the pain again and recognizing, okay, I'm allowed to feel that pain. I'm allowed to think about it. I'm not going to break. I'm going to think about it. I'm going to give it up to God, and I'm going to give it up to the people in heaven. But it was a heartbreak for you, and it still is a heartbreak, because I don't feel like you ever healed fully from it. Angels are like surrounding you and saying, we will hold her. We will help you. It's okay for you to cry. You're not going to break if you cry. Like, sometimes you feel like if I started to cry about that, I would never be able to stop. Okay? And so the angels are telling you, and God's telling you, we have you. God is holding you in his palm, and the angels are all surrounding you. Once you get that out, it'll feel like such a relief. It'll be like the shame is not yours to hold in your heart, just like those feathered wings. That's what they're showing me. Then I got the Two of Pentacles, which is juggling. See, you're very emotional. I just had to take a deep breath because I felt like somebody's just pushing the air out of me. Okay? So let's breathe. On that note, let's take a couple of cleansing breaths, okay? Hold it in, and then we're going to let it out in 5 spurts. You ready? 1, little bit. 2, little more. 3, 4. Now get ready to empty it. 5. Okay, let's do that one more time. Take a deep breath, hold it in. Let it out. Let it out. Let it out. Let it out. Now empty. Okay. Getting back to this card. All right. So you're juggling. All right, Pentacles usually represent the earth signs, so Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. And Pentacles do represent money, but that's just the superficial part of Pentacles. What they really represent, and these are green, this is green wings. So that's the chest area, that's the heart chakra. Bronchitis, lungs, bronchial tubes, breast area. But what they represent, Pentacles, getting back to Pentacles, is your creative, artistic side, okay? And something that you're trying to build. So it's 2 of Pentacles coming after the 3 of Swords. It's like letting go of this hurt or heartbreak. Even if it's 40 years old, because I have it written down, 40 years, something that happened 40 years ago, the heartbreak that you kept in your heart and in your mind and in your soul. You gotta let that go, because it's not for you to hang on to anymore, okay? And the Pentacles are growing with, this is your talent, This is your creative talents that you're building. Okay? And it comes from your heart. The reason why they're showing the green wings is the heart chakra. Your talent comes from your heart, your compassion, your love of healing. You're a healer. Okay? And healers have to heal other people, and they also have to heal themselves. And they have to keep doing it until God takes them home. You can't just say, let me close that door, I'm not going to do it anymore. But you might say, I'm having trouble with my hands, I'm having trouble with my feet, I'm having trouble with my knees. Yeah, that's true. Ask God to take that away so that you could do what you need to do. You're juggling two different things that you're very good at, two different gifts that God gave you. Okay? One might be massage, one might be learning to do Reiki, like I told you the last time. You don't even have to touch anybody. You just have to know the chakras and go where you feel the energy. I mean, you can get your Reiki license. I don't know, maybe you already have it, but look into it, because I know plenty of people, they got it online, or they went to a center and they got it, like after a couple of weeks they learned how to do it. And it's really a beautiful thing, and it doesn't have wear and tear on your hands or your legs, because you're not really doing a massage. You could do a little light massage, but Reiki is a different kind of healing. It's a metaphysical healing. Okay? Then you got the best card in this deck, which is the Sun. Okay. Angel of Happiness. This is beautiful. I don't know if you got this the last time, but it's the best card in the deck. What does it mean? Okay. Things that you've been waiting for will come in. And especially August. I think I did a Taurus reading. It's in my Mystic Brady. It says Taurus. Okay, I finally did it the other day. And it's 3 10-minute readings. And what I said was, I think for Taurus, August looks really good. I don't know, something great about August is happening. Okay, whether it's like your body is going to feel better, somebody's coming to visit, unexpected gift, but August is looking good. Angel of Happiness, yes, you will feel like a resolution is coming to your problem. Like we all have like 2 or 3 problems that are our issues that, we're trying to tackle. And I feel by August, you're going to have a resolution of at least one of them, 1 out of the 3. And then you're working. You do have the support. Like I said before, you do have the support. The support is there, but you have to reach out for it. You have to say it in your head to Mom and Dad and Linda and Bill. They're all there waiting for you. They're like at your service, but we have to hear from Edie. Edie has to give us the go ahead, and then we, we'll start getting in there. So we can't see that. We don't see it, but we might feel it. You might feel like a weight off your shoulders, or you might have a dream of your mom or your dad or Linda or Bill or Harry. Okay. I don't know who Harry is, but I got that name too. And then like something happens slowly, and just know that you are being guided to what you're supposed to do. And just ask God, please show me what you want me to do with the gifts and talents that you gave me, because I'm not done yet. And people don't want you to be done, because You got a lot of people to heal. Okay, including yourself. Including yourself. Okay, Queen of Pentacles, comfort. Okay, so notice you have a lot of pentacles and cups. So pentacles represent on the first level money, on the second and third and fourth level creative talent, something you're working towards. Okay, this person is happy. This person is very comfortable. This woman, the Queen of Pentacles, she has a rabbit on her lap because she's rich. Okay, she's settled. She has a pentacle in her hand representing her gifts and talents and money. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. And she also has that rabbit, and the rabbit is like the future, and also the love of animals on the first level. Then spiritually, a rabbit is good luck. Okay, and she's sitting comfortably. She's sitting very comfortably. And somebody needs your help. I feel like the person is blood. They're either a cousin or a friend that feels like a sister or feels like a family member. Even if they're not blood, they feel like they're blood, but they need your advice. They're going to come to you for advice, or you'll talk to them. Yeah, they have like a mixed up problem. I don't even know what it is. You can help them be organized. You can help them to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Yes. A lot of people need you. And you are not done with your mission, in case that's what you're thinking. That's what I just heard. She's not done with her mission. Okay, Knight of Pentacles. Again, more pentacles. All right. So the Knight of Pentacles usually represents a younger person. Well, the card is trust. The card is trust. And God wants you to know and have trust that in the flow, in the process. Have trust in the flow of life and the process of life. And never feel like you're alone. Even if you're in an empty house or you're standing among 50 friends and family, people could feel alone in their heart, okay? But you'll never be alone if you know God's love for you and all the angels he has around you, and the people that went over to the other side, they're still there, okay? They're still here with us. They just don't have a body figure, okay? They don't need a body, but their soul is still here, okay? And I don't see them. I feel them. I don't, I don't want to see them. Sometimes I want to see my family members and stuff, but, like, I would like to hear them, and then sometimes I do. So just know that they are watching out 24/7, 365 for Edie and your husband Jeff, okay? But they want you to know that those angels that were assigned to you when you were born, when you first came out of your mom, and they were right there. God assigned them, and they stay with you throughout when you're a little kid, when you're a little girl. I see you, and I be careful with sunburn, because I see a little girl, and she's like very fair skinned. She's sunburned. She loves the sun, summer, and the sun is good, still good for you, but you got to put your foundation on, your sun block 50, and a hat and glasses, and then you can go out and wear, long sleeves. And I know it's hard to wear pants, but the reason I want you to have protection on your layers in case you trip or in case you bang into something, because I feel like your skin is very thin, and that's how you're getting a cut or a bruise, and we want to be careful with that. Okay, Who's the Knight of Pentacles? Okay. Who's this guy? All right, so the Knight of Pentacles comes. They're usually a messenger. They could be a young person, under 25 or under. So they come in, they can read as a nephew or a grandson or a son, or just even a person, a neighbor. And what this means is you might get a text or a letter in the mail or a card, or just meet somebody that's a young person, and they bring you hope. They bring you some sort of message, and the message is trust. Okay? Trust what? Trust everything. Trust the feelings that you're having in your heart. Trust the feelings that you have around you. Trust that you feel like you're not done, you need to do something. Maybe you want to have a different business. You got to push yourself for it. Everybody has to push themselves. And it gets harder and harder as we get older because, especially me, I want to just procrastinate and then get nothing done. Or maybe I'll get 1,000,000 things done. Okay? But I certainly won't get the laundry done. I know that. But anyhow, we have to push ourselves. That's what I'm trying to say. And this Knight of Pentacles comes in as a message that trust the process, trust that God is watching, that all your family members are still watching over you. Your cousin is very active. Whoever Linda is that your cousin? Because I think I remember her from the last time. All right. And we have a transformation. Is the ending of something in your life. Like, it might be like, we have to end this in order to do something else. Okay? Like, we have to retire something in order to transition to something else. Then we have the Six of Pentacles, which is generosity. Okay, I think I did them. Did I do them already? Oh, wow. So you got 2 sixes. You got the 6 of Cups. That was the blue wings. And then you got the 6 of Pentacles. Okay. So we have support on one and generosity on the other. So that's meaning that you're going to use your gifts. One is Pentacles, one is Cups. So you will have the support to do what you want to do, even starting that business from home, or maybe office space, or somebody's place, somebody's office. Because like I hear a door opening and you going in, and maybe there's like a little bell on the door. So I feel like you're entering somebody else's place, and that's going to give you ideas, or that's going to give you healing. Or that's going to ignite something in you that you want to start it. Oh, I always wanted to do this. And they might say, hey, how about you come here Monday and Wednesday and, see what's up, okay? But the generosity is both ways. People will be generous with you, but most likely you're going to be generous with your gifts. Okay, with your gifts and talents, you give out to others. Okay, they just told me shuffle one more time for 2 clarification cards. What else does Edie need to know? What else does Edie need to know? Okay, somebody said in my mind, almost there, like you're learning something, or you was starting to learn something, And they just said learning a trade. So you're like one step closer to learning something. And it's hard to learn something new, but this is going to help you in something that you've always done, like, like driving a car. We know how to do it. We don't have to learn it every single time. Or riding a bike, even if you didn't ride a bike for 40 years and then you get back on the bike and you're like, I'm scared. I don't know if I could do this. But then your brain goes right into it and you know how to do it. So they're saying that she's almost there. You're almost there. There's one other step they want you to learn. But it's using the knowledge that you did in the past in your massage therapy, I believe, and something else, one other thing. Oh, good. That's what I thought. Okay, so I have to sage those later. I got Celebration, 3 of Cups. So Celebration comes up and it's in the blue, so it's using your heart chakra. I'm sorry, using your throat chakra, which is your chakra of expression, your voice, expressing yourself and your gifts and your wants and needs. Just having your voice, Archangel Gabriel, and so that's the blue. But 3 of Cups means 3 people at least. You're going to be at a celebration, and the 2 other people are going to be similar to you. They have a similar gift. So in a way, it's going to be like you found your tribe again, okay? One person you know already. One person you definitely know. But you're going to be celebrating. And that's definitely a beautiful card. Okay, so it's weird because I got 2 purple cards, so that's your third eye chakra, and one is 6 of Swords and the other one is 8 of Swords. One is resolution and the other one is restriction. I don't know which one I got first, which one I got second, but I'll show you them both. So the third eye is represented by purple. We're listening to pineal gland, third eye music right now. Okay. In a couple of minutes, I'm going to turn it down to like a more relaxation one, because otherwise I'm going to be like this. My third eye is open. Okay, but how am I going to close it? Because it is late. But anyhow, getting resolution and restriction is feeling like anytime you get the swords, that's a restriction. That's a feeling of like I have strife. Swords represent the air signs, which is Aquarius, Gemini, and we're in Gemini season right now. Aquarius, Gemini, and what's the other air sign? Libra. And they come up. This is a card of like, I can't really do anything. I feel restricted, maybe by your physical body, or maybe by somebody else. Maybe your family members don't understand why you want to keep working, or why you want to open a new business, or have this new adventure, and that's okay, because you will have a resolution. Okay, you will have a resolution. The 6 of Swords is very releasing and peaceful. You're going to work your way away from the restriction and to a resolution. Okay, and that's enough with these cards, because I feel like I start to repeat, the cards start to repeat themselves, or I start to repeat myself too. So I have a different deck that I want to do, and I will sage all of these tomorrow, not tonight, because I'm too tired. Okay, next ones. These are cool. Okay. What does Edie need to know? I'm gonna do Jeff now. I think Jeff is your husband. What does Jeff need to know? Can I have a card or two for Jeff? Because I feel like I neglected Jeff. I didn't really say anything about him. So spirit guides, angels in heaven, let me know if there's anything I need to know for Jeff, for your hubby. I think he's your husband. He better be your husband. It's all good. Okay. They just said light a little Palo Santo for the clearing of the cards, and I don't think Devin will mind too much because he knew that I was doing this reading late and I need it. Thank you, dear God. Absorb the happiness, absorb the healing of your health, crown chakra, brain, third eye chakra, psychic ability, healing, throat chakra, expression, heart chakra, healing the lungs, the breast area, the bronchial tubes, and the solar plexus, the stomach, solar plexus, gallbladder, and the sacral chakra, all the gynecological organs, the pancreas, intestines, large intestines, small intestines, and the red root chakra, the rectum, and the spine, which is the red root chakra is the spine. Okay. Thank you, dear God. What does Jeff need to know? Can I have 2 cards for Jeff, please? Thank you. Ooh. Beautiful. Then I'll shuffle again for you. Okay, this is for Jeff. Archangel Michael, you are protected. This is really beautiful. So you could tell him, he's your significant other, your hubby, tell him he got Archangel Michael, which is the strongest protector. I always pray to him over every reading, and then after I'm done, I pray to him again. But he is the strong protector over evil, and he, makes sure that there's good, and he gets rid of bad, and he has his sword and his shield, and he fights anything that's negative and bad. And if you're not feeling not safe in your house or your car or wherever you are, just ask God to protect you and to release Archangel Michael. You always have to ask God to release Archangel Michael, because, God is number 1 first. Thank you, Michael, for surrounding me with your protection and your light. And even if if Jeff is having any kind of issues, physically or mentally, he can ask Archangel Michael to come. But Archangel Michael is already showing up. So that's a beautiful sign. So that's for Jeff. And is there any other messages for Jeff from the angels? From Edie's angels in heaven? Or Jeff's angels in heaven? Okay, so I just heard be careful when he's walking, like to make sure that he looks down to see like where he's walking and stepping, like stepping off stairs or stepping off a curb or even in the house, walking. Be careful, like look down so that he doesn't trip over something. As I saw something with the ankle. And then also, when there's a weird thing, but when he's eating, lately, is he having trouble swallowing? Because right when I was just talking about the foot and walking, I felt like something in my throat was like squeezing, and it was hard for me to like even swallow like this. Like I felt like something was here. So does he have any issues with his throat or swallowing? Be careful when he's eating. Tell him to chew it a lot of times before he swallows, because I feel like that's a problem. Make sure that he doesn't rush when he eats. Just tell him I said that. Okay? Because I felt like there was something in the throat chakra that was an issue. And maybe he needs to get that checked. Then the second card he got was Trustworthy Friends for Jeff. Thank you, angels, for surrounding me with people that I can trust and love. So look at this. He has trustworthy friends. He has some nice people around him that he could trust. Thank you. Thank you guys for that. Okay, now I'm going to do a couple for Edie. Angels, can I have some cards for Edie? Oh, okay, thank you. They said 4. I can have 4 for you. These are so beautiful too, right? I used to use these a lot back in the day, and I don't know, I get out of phases, and I used different ones, and I have these new ones in the car. They're Archangel, of course, but I guess they were meant for me not to use them tonight. I'll use them another time. Okay? Oh, my David Bowie card. Okay. Alright, first of all, I got... This just fell out, and this doesn't even go with this deck, but it was integrated in the deck. So this fell out. When I used to do readings by my pool, I have like a pool that's in 8 garages, but I stopped doing my readings out there because I almost fell into the pool at night, and nobody would have heard me, and I would have went bye-bye. Okay, so because I was doing a case about Lori Vallow, and she was somebody who murdered her kids, and terrible, terrible person. She's in prison now, and I really feel like she tried to push me in the pool. But anyhow, I used to use these cards a lot back then. That was my point. Let me just read what it says. It says, a happy home. My people will live in safety. Quietly at home, they will be at rest. Isaiah 32:18. That's very beautiful. Happy, peaceful home. Isn't that beautiful? So for this card falling out tells me that God is making sure you have a peaceful, happy home. Okay? And if ever you feel like it's not feeling like that, that's when you have to pray for your angels. Pray to God to make you feel safe. Pray to release Archangel Michael, which you know is around your husband. Okay. The next one you got was, we have a lot of masculine. When a lot of masculine cards come out, it's because we all have feminine side and a masculine side, the yin and the yang. So when this reading is for a woman, right? So when a lot of masculine cards come out, I say, are you using your voice enough? Are you speaking up for yourself enough? Okay? So get in your masculine energy, okay? So that you can be heard, all right? And that you could fulfill your hopes and dreams and utilize the gifts and talents from God that you already have. Okay, so you got the divine physician. Oh my gosh, I call this my Prince card. Look at him. Doesn't he look like Prince? Okay, and we got the David Bowie card too. They don't mind when I say that because it keeps them alive, but they really do look like that. Okay, so my Prince card is the divine physician. So that's you. Okay, Archangel Raphael is the divine physician. We call upon Archangel Raphael when we have physical cravings that we want to be on the straight and narrow, and we don't want to utilize anything that's bad for our body, but we have cravings for it, so we ask God to help us, and we also ask God to release Archangel Raphael. But getting the Divine Physician card when you are a healer, when you're already a healer, and you have healed people, just reiterates that you still need to do it, okay? So the Divine Physician, you got it. Thank you, Raphael, for shining your divine light upon my healthy body. Okay? So, in other words, you get healed so that you can continue healing. You get healed in your aches and pains, and any pain in your back, any pain in your legs, your hips, your fingers, carpal tunnel, everything go away so that you can utilize your hands and create and heal. Continue to heal. Okay? I love that. Thank you, thank you, Archangel Raphael. I love that. Okay. Now, another masculine card. Open your heart, Archangel Shemuel, but I call him the David Bowie. Thank you, Shemuel, for removing the barriers around my heart. Earlier in the reading, you had gotten the broken heart card, the heartbreak, but I said maybe it was something even 40 years ago, but it was still giving you heartache. Even though it happened a long time ago, you're still not healed from it. So ask Archangel Shemuel to help you with that, because Archangel Shemuel helps healing. That's this one. Isn't this one? Oh, this is Haniel. This is Haniel. That's what I've been looking at for a couple of days. I always put like one painting in front of me when I'm doing the cards. Okay, so thank you, Shemuel, for removing the barriers around my heart. Doesn't that look like David Bowie? And that's what you say. Thank you for removing the barriers around my heart so that I could continue to heal others and heal myself. Okay, now we have some feminine cards. The Miracle of Nature. Thank you, angels, for helping me to reconnect through nature and fresh air. So this is the Miracle of Nature. Thank you, angels, for helping me reconnect through nature and fresh air. So remember when I was talking about going for a walk, or you got a lot of beach cards? But if you can't get to the beach, even just going out in your yard, like getting that fresh air, being under the sun even for 20 minutes, or planning a trip where you can get with nice nature. Okay? And she's a beautiful, beautiful card. She's like coming out of the flower, and her hair is, I'm so mad because when I washed my hair, I came out of the shower and I said to Devin, my purple's not there anymore. And he's like, yeah, when you're under the window I could see it, but no, I need to get highlights done again because it's gone. I don't see it at all. But anyhow, this is the color that I love. It's like black mixed with dark purple. I'm just so attracted to that. So basically she's saying, thank you, angels, for helping me reconnect through nature and fresh air, which is so healing. Okay, and I have to tell myself that too, because like just like going on a walk when it's 110. I tried it or when it was even just 98 degrees, and I did have some water, but I could not get my hydration back up. It was like very bad dehydration. So I'd be better off if I just walked right by my trees, like in front of my house, back and forth, to be out, in nature and green grass and trees. Thank you. Live your joy. Thank you, angels, for supporting me as I follow my joy. And this I call the Cyndi Lauper card because wait till you see. Doesn't that look like Cyndi Lauper? And this one is telling you to live your joy. Whatever that might be, whatever is in your mind. And if you're still not sure, but I think you are sure, if you're still not sure and you want to search things out, you can. Thank you, angels, for that. I like these cards. They're really, I forget what they're called, because these didn't come with a book, but a lot of cards came in a box and a book, and I throw them out because my guides tell me sometimes don't rely so much on the cards, rely on the messages we give you, or don't rely on the books, rely on feel the card and ask what you need to know. And so that's what I do. Very rarely do you see me looking at the book. I just wanted to, for this, because they're messages from your people in heaven. Okay, so now I'm doing these cards. These are also beautiful. Okay, what does Edie need to know? What does Edie need to know? Oh, yeah, I used to use these cards a lot. Let me just shuffle them extra because they were not shuffled in a long time. I used to have these in the car too. I have like a whole big envelope that I leave in the car, and it's all full of cards and Palo Santo sticks and a lighter so that I can light. But when gas prices are high, you gotta be careful. my gosh, those are the cards. I thought I took them in the car, but I think they're right there. Okay, we'll do them next. All right, let me take a sip of Jesus juice. Okay. All right. So first you got action. Oh, this, I need my other glasses. Look how small this is. I had Devin buy me the bigger version of these cards because they're so beautiful. But the writing is so small, but I don't know what happened. I think I put those in my car. Let me get my... Wait, maybe these glasses? No, I have to get my strong glasses. 1 second. Okay. My left foot has been killing me, so I don't know. I have like a plantar fasciitis, and it was doing okay, but now I feel like it's spread out, and I have flat feet, so I feel like my left foot, like the bump that was on the bottom, pushed up, and the top of my foot really hurts. So I might have to go to the podiatrist. It's not fun getting old. Okay. Action. Now is the period. I'm sorry. Now is the perfect time to act. Take inspired action towards your dreams. Move forward with confidence. So take action. Really, that's been the theme of this reading. For you to know that you could take action to move forward with your dreams. I'm just going to change this to something that's calming. Let's see. Like a sleepy dopamine release. Meditation music, dopamine release, sleepy time. Okay. Let's try this one. No, that one doesn't. Let's try the one that has a oxytocin release. Happiness frequency.
Diagnosed with a food allergy?
Sorry.
Talk to an allergist about treatment options.
This is what I do towards the end.
All right, Chewy. I have some other questions.
Sorry. I take this off. This is amethyst. Because if you try to fall asleep with that, you're never gonna. And if you try to catch a buzz with that, you're never gonna. Okay. This is also amethyst, but this is Archangel Michael. I used to sleep with it. I don't like sleeping with anything because it makes me have wrinkles on my chest. So, oh, sorry. 1 second. The reason why I'm doing this now is because otherwise I'll be too hyper. This I can leave on because that's my, but oh, not this though. I forgot I put this on because I thought I was doing the reading in the car. So when I have this on, oh, makes you, that's probably why I was crying. I was tapped in to my own worries. Okay, now I just have my, and these are really cloth, so they're really nice. I could sleep with those if I wanted. This is rose quartz, and this over here, that has to come off too. That's amethyst. I wear a lot of amethyst. When I do a reading, especially, but at night or when you're trying to have a little drinky drink, can't have amethyst on. Okay. All right. So here we go. We're taking it down a notch. We got dopamine release music, happiness frequency 777. It's a natural oxytocin release. Why is everything orange? Why did everything turn orange? I think it's happening already. I got an oxytocin release already. Okay. Anyhow, come on, everybody, let's get happy. It's the 70s again. All right, so we have anger. Okay. That wasn't a good segue. All right, look. There's the angry unicorn. All right, safety. Express your anger. I'm sorry, safely. Look how small the writing is. I'm wearing 200. This is 200, these reading glasses. Okay. Safely express your anger. Use anger as a positive force. Throat chakra. Honor all your emotions as sacred. All your emotions are sacred. Okay? So even though this is the unicorn of anger, safely release your anger. If you hold it in, and on some levels I feel like you are, and even though you're Taurus the bull, that's the worst thing, to hold it in, because then you explode and then you're very upset. Okay? Because I'm married to a Taurus, so I know. You don't want to piss him off. But then again, sometimes I have to get him in line. All right. Anyway, adventure. Dare to do things differently. Manifest your travel dreams. Yeah. Move to a new location. I didn't talk anything about moving because I felt like you're going to fix up, maybe have a summer home or do a trip. But I think you're going to stay in your location where you're at. I think are you in Michigan? But maybe like taking a trip on vacation somewhere else, or having, if you can, have like, a place in Florida or a place to just travel to, or just travel. But I feel good about like staying where you're at, maybe fixing it up to have like a Zen room, or have a room that reflects all the things that you're interested in. Or maybe, I don't know if you have this already, but do you have I want to say a meditation room, or a room where you could do massages? Okay, so that might be something. Okay, that's beautiful. Adventure. These cards are almost everything to do with blue and green, right? So blue being your throat chakra, green being your heart chakra. So putting them together, that's utilizing both chakras. Okay, and then that's the outside, which is really beautiful. Okay. Then one of my favorite cards is cycles. Everything has its right time. Honor the cycles of your body. Tune into the moon magic. Okay. I gotta write that down too. Okay. I used to always do so much stuff on the moon, and I feel like, I don't know, I just got out of it. I used to do moon water, put crystals near your water. I still have it. I have a big jug. I have a whole bunch of jugs over here, and I would fill them up with water. Either put a little sticky note on the outside of them, or sometimes I would just hold it and think good thoughts and put crystals on top of it. Sometimes I even put the crystals inside the water. Okay, then drink it. But don't eat the crystals. That was going too far though, because those crystals are not clean. So I don't need to get killed over here. And then at the very least, I used to talk about the moon, the different moons that were coming in, and I knew about it. I would do my research because I'm Virgo, so I'd have my research notes, and then I just stopped. I don't know. I got out of it. Like, of course, I'm into the eclipse. I like to look at the eclipse, and basically, I go nuts when it's a full moon, or I just feel emotional, extra emotional, like everybody else too. I don't know why I got out of it, but I was supposed to talk about the moon and the cycles. So that's why I have this card, I guess. Because the cycles affect you, and in August, that's the biggest effect I feel for Taurus. Maybe for a lot of people, maybe for a lot of signs, but yeah, I guess I couldn't master it. I didn't feel like I knew everything about it. I used to have a book all on it, and like, there's a moon, August 8th. There's a certain type of, I think it's called the lion moon. And I had all kinds of notes on that. And then, I don't know, I just got out of it. Maybe I felt like nobody was looking at it, nobody was interested, so then I wasn't interested really that much anymore. But the moon, like Mercury in retrograde, that definitely affects me. Like, if you think I'm ADD, just in general, during Mercury retrograde, I am all over the place. I can't put a thought together without like fumbling. And it's not because I'm drinking, okay? Because I only had a half a glass of this little tiny glass. This little tiny glass. But anyway, so cycles. Everything has its right time. Honor the cycles of your body. Tune into the moon's magic. Like, I would stand under the moon, like friggin' 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, go out there with my moon magic, put my moon, then you had to take your crystals in if you wanted to get your crystals all cleaned. I did all that. I done all that. Okay, I don't know why I got out of it. I mean, Lord knows I'm still awake at night. I could do it. I go out with the dogs. And I would stand under the moon and put my arms up and talk to the moon and do my affirmation and just receive it, get rid of the old and receive the new and receive the healing from the moon. And I love the moon. But I used to be way into it. And like, even the crystals, I was way into the crystals. But you know what? I'm still into it. I still wear them. I still believe in their magic. Like, if you want to heal your heart chakra, make sure you get some rose quartz. And I wear this almost every day. I really, if I don't have it on, I feel naked. This is the only one I'll wear to bed. Sometimes I'll wear my Archangel Michael, but now it has amethyst on it, so I don't usually wear that to bed anyway. It kind of makes indent, it makes more wrinkles, but I always have this because I need it. I need its energy. Anyhow, moving on. Okay, the next unicorn up is hope. Stay positive. The worst is behind you. Look up at the light. What was I just saying about the friggin' moon? What was I just saying about the moon? Be positive and look up at the light. Always have hope. Look at him. He's so handsome. Isn't he handsome? Okay. All right. As much as I want to do more of these cards, maybe I'll do one more. I'll do one more because they're so pretty. It's just they're really hard to read, even with these big, huge glasses. I call these granny glasses. Okay, I just bought them, and Devin said, I bought us more readers, And he goes, I told you I'm not a 200 anymore. I'm like a 220 or whatever. And I was like, but I thought you were 175 and I was 175. Like, I don't always wear them, but I have to wear them for reading when it's really small like this. And reading like prescription bottles, I can't see that for anything. I haven't got my eyes checked out here in San Angelo. I haven't got my eyes checked, so I probably should. But when I lived in Staten Island, New York, my apartment was across the street from like the best optometrist. I want to say optometrist. I don't usually say that word. And I went there. I took my son there because he had a lot of eye problems, and you know, I knew I was going to be moving, and so I wanted to get him all checked out while I still had my insurance for teaching, you know. And then we moved here, and like we don't have hardly any coverage. So, but I need to get the old. Wait, no, I did get them checked out because I had a floater. All of a sudden, like I thought it was a spider that I saw on the side of my eye. This was probably 2 years ago or a year and a half ago, something like that. And I thought my eye, my retina, I went to the emergency room because I thought I had a scratch on my eye. I was still working and stuff, and I was so scared. And they gave me some kind of test, and they were like, oh, you got to get to a specialist, stat. So I get this appointment, and it took me a couple of months to get that appointment because it's so slow out here. And then finally I got the emergency appointment, and he was like, oh, I thought your retina was detached from your eye. And I was like, what? And I go, but why am I seeing like a black spider on the side of my eye? Like every once in a while when I look away, it's over here. It's right here, right now. It's like a little black circle now. And he goes, oh, that's when you get old. I was like, what? I'm only, at that point, I was only like, I guess 58, 59. And he was like, oh yeah, right on target. So, it's horrible. But at least I didn't have a detached retina. And then I just didn't go back to him. I forget what he wanted me to do. He didn't give me regular glasses. I just like wear all these type of glasses when I need it. But I don't need it for like every day type of thing. Anyway, let's finish your reading before I talk about myself. It must be this music. This music is making me happy. See, the last music we were listening to was The Third Eye, and I was like real tuned in. But then I took off all my amethysts, and I put this Oxycontin. And it's working. But like I would listen to all kinds of sleep music, and I would never be asleep. And I would play it on my videos so that people would be relaxed when they watch my video. But then they would tell me, oh, I was watching your video, but I fell asleep. And I would be like, you know what? That's good. As long as you go back to it. But sometimes they didn't go back to it. But you know what? If I lulled you into a sleep because you were so bored with me, that's okay. I'll take it as a win. Okay. I'll take it as a win. I never fall asleep, but I used to put on Touched by an Angel, but lately those have been scary. I don't know, they leave me, or I'm crying, or they haven't been that good. They've been scaring me. So I gotta watch something funny at night, like to get myself, but I didn't even take my medicine yet. I only took this medicine. This is almost gone. Cheers. All right. They said stop talking and finish the reading. Okay, I will. Okay. Dance. That's what it says, dance. Okay, dance. It's beautiful. Dance under the moon. Move your body to music. Very healing. That's what I was talking about that. That's why I do all my TikTok dances and some YouTube dances. Not because I don't realize that I am a big, huge, chubby woman, but because music makes me happy. So even if I'm doing a little video for 60 seconds or 15 seconds, I know that when people hear it, even if they laugh at me and say, okay, grandma, don't throw out your hip, and I get that. And I'll say, I'll have you know that moving around and dancing is good for every age, youngster, young man. Okay. See, they try to be a hater, but I just turn it into a joke because, I'm used to people treating me that way. So it doesn't bother me. Okay. Move your body to music. Dance with the rhythm of life. Manifest your dreams through dance. I definitely believe in that. And even if you can't move that well, like you could do sitting dancing. I can't take myself. Okay. Support. Ask for help. Get more rest and nurture yourself. That is beautiful. Isn't that beautiful? Okay. Okay, I am going to say, bringing this reading to a close, and I would like to thank all your spirit guides and God for allowing me to give you a reading. And I will show you my cards that I have that I'm so excited about. I'll show you a little bit about them. But I want to thank Linda. I want to thank your mom and dad, Edie's mom and dad, for coming here, because I know you came here to talk to your daughter and to encourage your daughter, that you would never forget about her and that you were always watching over her and ready for duty. And I want to thank all the angels that came by, especially Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, and all the angels that are always watching over Edie and always watching over all of us. But thank you for allowing me to go into her reading and to perhaps encourage her to continue her healing. And I am asking the angels to take everybody back to heaven and to close out this reading. And I love you very much. In the name of the Father, of the Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen. Okay. Now let me show you my cards. Okay, they're Archangel cards. Right? What a surprise, right? But I didn't even know what they looked like. But I said to Devin, like, I haven't ordered, years ago, me and my friends that were friends, all of us were always ordering cards and new decks and stuff like that. And then I got to a point where I was like, I'm good, because I was getting messages from God to kind of like slow down on the cards so that he can give me messages. And if you focus too much on the cards, then you're trying to do too much with the cards and not enough with the messages directly from channeling. And so I did. I pulled back with the cards. I still use them, but I pulled back so that I can get, some channeled messages. It is really hot, so I have to keep my hair up because it's really hot. Anyhow, what am I wearing? Oh, I'm wearing my black shirt. Okay. I said to Devin, can you order me some cards? He goes, what cards? I don't know what cards to order you. I go, has to be something with the archangels. He goes, don't you have like 1,000,000 archangel cards? I go, I do, but there's something out there. I don't even know what it is, but I want it. I need it. So then he pulls up things, like from eBay, so it'll be a better price. And this is too small for me. Like, this is nice. Like I said, he ordered the bigger ones, but who knows where it is. Probably in the car. I gotta start doing readings in the car again. But anyhow, he pulled up a couple of things, and I was like, nope, that's not it. Nope, that's not it. Nope, I have those already. I have 3 of those already. Like, I'll have like doubles of things like this. These are beautiful. These are Archangel Fire Oracle. And I actually have, I make copies when somebody buys my healing art. I make copies of whatever angel it is, archangel, that they're interested in, and it's like just 2 pages, and then I give them the chakra work and what the art means. But anyhow, but I'm very into archangels, so I didn't want this again because I have two of them. And so then all of a sudden he said, oh, how about these? I was like, purple? Yes, please. So I didn't even know what they looked like. They only showed you a picture of one card. And I think this was the card. Archangel Azrael. Right? So I get the cards. I was so excited to get them because I haven't got. They were purple, which was yes, please, right? And then look at the book. Isn't that beautiful? Right? So the book has, even though like I know about most archangels, this like shows you different readings, like pick 3 cards, a 3-card pull, blah blah blah. But there's different archangels in here. Then I'm looking through them, and I came to one card, and it said Archangel Christine. Hello, my sister passed away. Her name is Christine. And I'm always looking for signs from her, and I don't feel like I'm really getting them. Sometimes I'll see a bird, sometimes, and that's nice. I don't really resonate 100% with birds, butterflies more. But she was more into birds, I think. Anyhow, one of the cards said Archangel Christine. And I was like, thank you, Christine. Thank you, Chris. That was definitely a direct message. And my friend Faith, she gave me like a little thing that she found on Google about Archangel Christine. And I was like, I never saw it before. I'm into all the angels and archangels. And I was like, I think that was a direct sign from her. So let's just pick 2. See, they're still stuck together because I didn't use them yet. Let's just pick 2 to close out. We already closed out, so this is like the general. But you're gonna be seeing these a lot. All right, so gotta get the old glasses back on. So we're listening to Happiness Frequency 777 Hertz, Natural High, and I do feel high, by the way. I feel high, and I didn't take any medicine. I just had a little Jesus juice, and for 2 hours, I just sipped it. And so this is really a good one. It's binaural frequency sounds. So it's really, I'm always looking at healing music, because music does heal. Dance heals, right? Praying heals. All this stuff, the chakras, aligning your chakras, thinking about the chakras, affirmations heal. Okay, here we go. Archangel Shamuel, open your heart. That's funny because you got this card too. Edie, you got this card earlier in a different version. Archangel Shamuel, it's the angel of love and forgiveness to heal your heart. Open your heart and give and receive love. Your essence is love. Look how pretty. And I'm not going to read from the book right now, but I will read from this book because I'm tired and I don't know. Let's see. Echo, what time is it?
The time is 1:33 a.m.
Oh, it's early. 1:33 a.m. But no, I'm just tired because I went food shopping. I went shopping to find, and tomorrow I have to make this gorgeous dinner for him, and I also have to make him a nice lunch. So, okay. All right. So this is Archangel Samiel. So Archangel Sam for short. So Archangel Samiel, choose harmonious responses. Act with wisdom and grace. He has big orange wings. Isn't that gorgeous? I'm sorry, I gotta take one more card, and which I will read what it says. I'm going against what I said because I really feel high from this happiness frequency, oxytocin release. We're doing oxytocin the natural way. Okay. I'm so creepy. Alright, I creeped myself out. Oh, Archangel Zadkiel. I have him right over on the wall. Okay, Archangel Zadkiel. It is time for transmutation. Carry the violet flame. Oh my gosh. Gorgeous, gorgeous cards. And I'm going to read what this means. Beautiful. So the three colors that we got so far from this deck is pink for the heart chakra, orange for the sacral chakra. See, that's what I'm wearing. And also purple for the third eye chakra. Okay, so this is Archangel Zadkiel. It's time for transmutation. Carry the violet flame. And I am going to read what that says. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Oh, there's Archangel Amethyst. Oh, see, here's Archangel Christine. I'll read that another time if anybody's interested. I'm gonna fold it down for myself. Archangel Christine. Okay, Archangel Zadkiel. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Oh, Archangel Lavender is in here too. Archangel Mallory. Zadkiel. Where are you at, Zadkiel? Here he is. Okay. Okay. I can't hold it at the same time and read. All right, so Archangel Zadkiel oversees the different color vibrations of the violet ray of transmutation, which provides the energy to dissolve and clear dense vibrations. He works with Saint Germain, and also merges with Archangel Gabriel to create the cosmic diamond violet flame. This is the highest frequency of energy currently available to enable us and the planet to clear the past. It will accelerate our ascension into the fifth dimension. Remember that song from the fifth dimension? All the leaves are red. No, not that one. Aquarius, the age of Aquarius. Sorry. It's the music, it's making me silly. Okay, Archangel Zadkiel is in charge of the lower chambers of our soul star chakras, which contain all the unresolved karma and ancestral and genetic karma from his etheric retreat above Cuba. He watches the energy of the earth, dispatching his violet angels and dragons to transmute negativity when asked guidance. This is a service card inviting you to join Archangel Zadkiel transmutation team. His angels are looking for humans who could send them to people, places, situations, or ley lines that need to be cleansed. Start with yourself. Invoke Archangel Zadkiel and ask him to pour his violet ray through you, right through your cells. Then view situations around you and in your neighborhood and send the violet ray to transmute any dense or stuck energies. Thirdly, send Archangel Zadkiel's violet angels and dragons to places in the world where they are needed. Your thoughts form a bridge of light along which they can travel. Notice how this feels. Open your heart to receive thanks from the universe and know that all service work is rewarded. That's beautiful. See, you know what's weird? Archangel Zadkiel in my other Archangel book is different. Like I did a video of him, not a video, a painting. I did several. Let me show you. It's right up there. Let me go closer. Sorry, my walls are empty because I sold some. I have to mail it out and I have to finish a lot. Okay. See him? Isn't he beautiful? In other books, he is for transmutation, but he's also for mercy, and he's also for justice. He helps you get justice. So, okay. Oh. All right. So, it's weird how he could be, like different books have different things about him, but that's also cool, I think. So anyhow, I hope this reading was helpful. I hope I answered some of your questions. Like a lot of people, sometimes they get not angry, but they'll say like, oh, well, I asked you about like 5 different people in heaven, but whoever's gonna come through, it's up to them. I can't get everybody to come because then I would be God. All right. So what I do is I just put out, I say the names, and then I ask your spirit guides, and I ask God, of course, who needs to come through, and please let it be known to me. And so sometimes I don't get any names, but I heard Linda right away when I was driving in the car, when I was parked on the side, by the nail shop. I heard Linda. She came through, and then Red, and then something with the cowboy and boots. And so then later on when I'm here sitting in the house doing it, then that's when I heard Harry, that's when I heard Bill. But Bill was fast, he was just like in and out. But your mom and dad, they were like, we want to come Katrina, we want to come. We want to talk to our daughter. Okay? So I never know who's going to show up. I can put the good word in. Like I have another person that I do a lot of readings for, and she lost her husband many years ago, like in early 2000s, I think. And then she took care of her father, and he passed away in his 80s. And then she took care of her mother, and she did pass away too. So I never know. Like she'll want to talk to her mother, she'll want to talk to her father, but then sometimes her husband comes up. And so I never know who's going to come. And that, like, sometimes people might feel mad or sad, but I'm not in charge of who wants to come to the fence, or comes to the table. But anyhow, I hope you enjoyed this, and anybody who else watches, maybe you went to sleep already, then I did my job. But anyhow, I wish everybody beautiful luck and beautiful sleep tonight, and peaceful rest and healing for all your chakras. Namaste.